Good morning, happy Saturday. How's everyone feeling this morning? Get your work week in if you have that at-home quarantine lifestyle going on. Thanks for joining me. Saturday we're going to do a 30-minute mat Pilates session with some standing mat work before we hit the ground. And don't forget, I am doing all these mat Pilates classes on a donation basis, so check the link in my profile if you're able to donate. No amount is too small, or you can always just take a snapshot of this live, or yourself, even better, yourself doing the live, and post it on your Instagram, and don't forget to tag me. Greatly appreciate it. Good morning, everyone. I see you guys. Hi. I miss your face. I miss your face too. So excited to see you guys here for this morning workout. We're gonna get invigorated, right? And it's time. So, yes, I'm so excited to see you guys on. All right, so let's get started, right? There is no time to waste. So we're gonna start in a nice wide external position, and feel free to blast your music at home. I'm just gonna keep mine quiet so you guys can hear me. So wide external, we're gonna just circle those hands up, squat down, and then come back up. Big deep inhale, big deep exhale. So think about feeling that weight in your heel, ball the big toe, ball the pinky toe. Finding that nice deep squat, and as you squat down, think about your thighs kind of wrapping back. So you feel your inner thighs and your glutes. Focusing on the breath, but check in that your knees aren't rolling in or out. So as you're down here, they're not rolling forward and back. We're not doing that kind of dancing just yet. And reach up and back down. Reach up and back down. Getting that body nice and warm. Join me for this beautiful 30-minute workout. Mat Pilates. Right, we have a mat. Or you can use your carpet, you don't have to have a mat. Nothing required, just your body weight. 2 more. And let's hold this next one down. Hold it down. We're gonna bring those arms out to a T. Let's circle the arms back. And we're gonna pulse those legs. And circle the arms back, coordination. And then reverse. It's like rubbing your head and patting your belly at the same time. Big deep inhale, deep exhale. Feeling those thighs heat up. Let's do 2 more. And let's hold it down. We're gonna bring our arms to goal pose. Laterally flex, reach over, come back in, other side. Reach overhead, back to goal pose. Holding into that squat, just stretching into our side body, focusing on the breath. Nice. 1 more time to each side, so we're nice and even. And then we'll come back through center, stand up tall. Open those arms out to a T, twist and rotate, center, and other side. So as I rotate, I'm thinking about keeping my pelvis, my lower body stable, and I'm just twisting my upper body side to side. So as I twist to the right, I'm thinking about this hip reaching straight ahead, and I twist the other way, I'm thinking about this hip reaching straight ahead. Good. It's like doing our standing twist in mat Pilates. 1 more time each side, so we feel amazing, and then we'll come back to center and bring those hands down. So stand facing towards your mat. I'm going to take 1 foot, step it forward. I'm going to try and plant my back heel on the mat, but also check that it's not external, so my toe's not pointing out. My toe is pointing straight ahead. My front leg is bent. I'm going to take my hands, I'm going to reach forward. Deep in that bend as I reach down, I'm going to reach my hands up, find that length in the front of my hip, and then come back in. Reach forward, reach down, reach up, open up your hip. Bring the hands back down. Reach forward, reach down, and reach up. So feeling that glute on that front leg activate as we reach down, lengthening through our hip, and connecting into our breath. Nice. Let's do 2 more like this. Just opening up into our hips. Opening up into our glutes, just in case you guys did any sitting this week. 1 more. Down and up. So let's hold up to the ceiling and just lean towards your bent leg. So lean side and center. Lean side and center. 3 more. 2, opening up through the side body. 1 more. Come back to center. Reach your hands forward. Feel that weight in your front leg. And see if you could put more of that weight in your front leg and lift them over that back leg. For 5. And 4. 3. 2. If you can, hold that leg lifted or keep it on the floor if you need to. Bend that front leg for 5. And 4. 3. 2. 1, land back down. Reach those hands up. Find that stretch. Focus on the inhale. Deep exhale. Reach those hands forward and see if you can bring that knee up and back out. This is our single leg footwork variation on the reformer, but we're standing, so we gotta make it different. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and then hold that leg lifted if you can. Come back to upright with your body. If you need to, set this foot down. We're gonna do a curtsy lunge. So I'm gonna take this foot, step it at a diagonal back behind my front foot, and then I'm gonna come back to upright, see if I can take that leg to tabletop. So I'm gonna step it back, lunge down, come back up, and upright. I'm stepping this foot to the opposite corner of my mat, so it's not over here, it's further away from you guys, and back up. So down, and back up. Lunge down, and back up. Be mindful of this front knee, making sure it's not rolling out. So work to keep that inner thigh engaged. 5 more. And 4, you guys should be warm already. 3, take your time. 2, and let's hold this next one down and pulse that front leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then all the way back up. Set that foot down. Shake it out. Other side. So step your opposite foot back. Remember, make sure it's parallel. It's not externally rotated. Toes facing straight ahead. Plant your heel down. Take your hands, reach them forward. Reach forward. Reach down. And reach up. Bring the hands back in. Reach forward. Reach down. Reach up. Opening up to that front hip. Bring the arms down. Reach forward. Reach down. Reach it up. And bend it back in. Reach forward. Down. Up. Lengthen through that hip flexor. Arms back in. Good. Focus on that breath. Stability through the legs. Core is active here to help us balance as well. Reach forward. Reach down. Reach it up. And let's do 2 more like that. Reach forward. Reach down. Reach up. And 1 more. Reach forward. Reach down. And as you go up, we're going to hold that up and we're going to lean towards our bent leg. So lean side and center. Lean side and center. Feel that activation of your inner thighs, helping you to balance. Lengthening through our side body on this opposite side. 3 more. 2. And 1. And then bring those arms back down. So hinge forward at your hips. We're going to start to feel that weight in your front leg and see if you can lift and lower that back leg. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Come back down. So feel again that weight in this front leg. We're going to bring that knee in and back out. Good. Knee in and back out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then see if you can come back to upright. So going into that curtsy lunge, take this leg, step it back behind at a diagonal. It does not have to be a big diagonal. More important to keep this knee over your ankle, and then find that balance, come back up to tabletop. But if you need to, that foot can always drag along the floor or not even come to tabletop. You could stay here as well. So down, curtsy lunge, and back up. Curtsy lunge, and up. Feel that weight in your front leg, focusing on the breath, deepening into your inhale, and that fuller exhale. Watching that front leg for 5 more. And 4, 3, and 2, and then we'll hold it down and pulse that front leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way back up. Set that foot down, shake it out. So turn so you have your mat in front of you. Reach those hands up to the sky, big deep inhale. Exhale, dive over your beach ball. Reach your hands down towards your mat. Soften at those knees. Tiger curl, walk out to a plank. Remember, if you need to, come down here at any point, or you can stay here. Otherwise, back in that plank, tiger curl, walk it back in, round your spine back up. Circle the hands up, big inhale. Dive over your beach ball, bend the knees, walk yourself out. Find that plank, bend the knees, walk it in, round back up. Inhale, whew. Dive over that beach ball. I hope you guys are feeling warm, because I'm getting warm already. Apples, not applesauce, keep that booty engaged. Firm like an apple, not mushy like applesauce. Reach those hands up. Let's do that 2 more times. Dive over that beach ball, walk it out. Good, walk it back in. On this next one, we get to stay out in that plank. So exciting. Roll out, walk yourself out. And breathe. Shoulders of the ears. So stay here or come to your knees. Let's do 10 push-ups. And 10. 9, find control. 8, 7, 6, 5, hug the back of those armpits. 4, 3, shoulders away from those ears. 2, hold it down, pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way back in your plank or this position or your all fours, and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bring those knees down. Bring your feet out in front of you. Stack your body up nice and tall, so sit up on top of those sit bones. Grab onto your shins or the back of the thighs. Will be a little bit easier. Roll back into your C curve. See if you can take those toes to a hover. Make sure you have mat space behind you. And so you can stay in this position and then just barely rock forward and back. Maybe not as big as I just went, but just rock forward and back. Or let's do rolling like a ball. So roll back to your shoulder blades and then back to upright. Roll your shoulder blades and then back to upright. So as you come to upright, feel the back of your thighs helping to bring you back up. Nice. For 5. And deep inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And 2 more. Good. Rolling like a ball, staying in that same little shape. 1 more. Good. And on this last one, we're just going to stay on the mat. So we're going to roll slowly back. Good. Find that length. Take your hands behind your head. Stretch those legs up to the sky. Head can always come flat on the mat if you need to. Lower the legs and lift. Lower the legs and lift. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. And it feels amazing. And 3 more. And 2. And 1 more. Let's go to the crisscross. Bend one knee and rotate. And other side. Opposite rib, opposite hip. Be mindful that it's not your elbow pulling in. That's cheating. Bring your opposite rib up and over to get to this crisscross. And of course, head can stay down. You can always just do the legs and reach your hand across as well, just to get a little bit more through those obliques. So on your body, 1 more time to each side. Come back through center, grab onto both ankles, double leg stretch, reach everything away. Circle the arms around, grab your ankles, reach everything away. Circle around and grab your ankles. Ziggy's like, that's tough. You guys need some moral support here. Good. 3 more. And 2. And 1 more. Come back in, curl into your little ball. Lengthen yourself out. Roll to your side, facing towards me. So when you come up on your knees, now that we did all that fun core work, nice, we should be feeling warm and invigorated at this point too. Nice, so upright on the knees. We'll start with your legs glued together. So I'm just gonna lean over as I take one leg out. And so we wanna find a nice all fours position, so my shoulders over my wrist, my torso is long with my butt right over my knee. If you need to, just lay on your side instead, because this can be challenging, but engage your butt cheek on this bottom leg to help draw that hip forward. Lift out of your armpit, yep. And let's lift and lower that top leg. Up and back down. Up and down. And I'm having my foot flex, so my toes are pulling towards my knee today. Focusing on the breath. Feels amazing. Lift out of this armpit. You can always look down to your hand if that feels better on your neck. And 3 more. 2. And on this next one, we'll hold it up. So as you hold it up, hand behind your head if you can. Rotate external so your toe and knee face to the ceiling. We're gonna crunch it in, reach it back out. Crunch it in and reach back out. Working those obliques. Focus on that breath. And deep inhale, deep exhale. Lengthen that leg away. It does not have to be a big range of motion. Make it smaller. Just hold here if you need to. Or you can just barely bring the leg in. 5 more. And 4. Good. 3, 2, and 1 more. This is like side planking. So hold here. You can always drop this leg down to the floor as well. We're gonna rotate your torso to the floor and then come back to center. So rotate the torso to the floor and come back through center. Rotate the torso and back in. Rotate the torso, but if you can see, my hips aren't moving. I'm rotating through my spine, working to maintain my hips staying open. And 5 more. Nice. 4. Remember, you could be on the floor. 3, 2, and 1 more. Come back through center, and then come up on those knees. So before we do the other side, let's have some fun in the middle. So on both knees, arms out in front. Well, we'll start with your hands at your hips. We're gonna lean back and then come back to upright. So like I'm a solid plank of wood from my knee, hip, rib, shoulder, earlobe, I maintain that plank position as I lean back. So if you're breaking at the hips, make it a smaller range of motion. I'm feeling my glutes engage to help bring me back to upright as well. And exhale, and inhale, and deep exhale, and inhale. Best way to start the day, or whenever you end up taking this class, best way. Just get some movement in our bodies. Let's do 3 more. And 2. Nice. 1 more. Come back to upright. So we have another side to do. I didn't forget. I hope you guys didn't forget as well. Like, I can't wait. So I'm gonna have my legs together. I'm gonna lean over, and as I start to lean over, I'm just gonna take this leg out, coming into my all fours position, half all fours, but my shoulder is over my wrist, torso long, butt over the knee. Engage this bottom glute to draw that hip forward. So hand can just be at your side, reaching to the ceiling, and we're just gonna lift and lower that leg. So think about your toe pulling toward your knee on this leg that's moving. Focusing on the breath, and it could be a small range of motion, does not need to be big. You can even just hold here. You're basically holding a modified version of a side plank, so you're still getting a lot of benefit. Lifting out this bottom armpit, you should feel your bicep and your tricep front and the back of the arm working as well. And for 5, and 4, smile and breathe. 3, we're having fun. 2, and on this next one, let's go ahead and hold it up. Rotate external so your toe and knee slightly face the ceiling. Hands gonna come up, and let's crunch it out. Knee to elbow and reach. Knee to elbow and reach. Work to stay lifted on this bottom side. Keep that bottom butt cheek engaged to help draw those hips forward. And take pressure out the hip too. Good, and 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Reach that leg out. Remember, that leg can stay down for this one if needed. Hand behind the head. Rotate your torso to the floor, and then rotate center. Rotate down and center, or that leg can stay lifted. Rotate and center. But remember, our goal is to move the torso, but the pelvis stays stable. So as I twist, my hip is slightly reaching back. It's not moving. I'm just thinking about it reaching back to help maintain the stability. 3 more. Nice. And 2. Beautiful. 1 more. Come back through center. Bring that leg down. Come back up onto those knees. Round 2 of our thigh stretch. So nice and tall with your body. Focus on the breath. Good. Let's lean back and center. So you should feel your quads and your abs working and stretching, because as we go back, they do lengthen, but they do work to help bring us back to upright. Exhale and inhale. So you can stay here. Otherwise, we're going to do a bow and arrow variation. So we're going to add that twist back in, but same thing, keeping the pelvis or moving, rotate our torso. So I'm going to draw my left arm back, thinking about this hip reaching forward. Come back to center and other side. And center. And rotate. And center. Deep exhale. And inhale. Deep exhale. And inhale. Leaning back. Focusing on the breath. Beautiful. Let's do 1 more time to each side, because it feels oh so good. And then come back to center, and we're gonna sit your butt on the mat. So as you sit your butt down, scoot yourself a little forward so you're closer, your feet are closer to the edge of your mat. You got space behind you. We're gonna take your hands behind your butt. If your wrists are sensitive or you have pressure like at the back of your knee, back of the ankle during this, you can always do this as a bent leg variation here, trying to get those hips up. Otherwise, we're gonna try and keep our heels planted and lift up and back down. And as I lift up, I'm really just still looking out in front of me to keep the length in my neck. We're not gonna do a million of these. Opening up through our chest, and we're gonna do 5 more. Engage your butt cheeks to help lift your hips. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Come back to center, stack up nice and tall. Good. So feel those sit bones. If you need to, fold your mat up for this one so you can sit a little higher, better for your hamstrings and your back. Otherwise, just lengthen those legs out, open the arms to a T. Again, keep that pelvis stable so the legs aren't shifting forward and back. I'm gonna rotate through my torso like we did standing earlier. I'm gonna reach down to my pinky toe as I look back up at my back pinky finger. Come back to upright, rotate other side. Looking back at my back pinky finger. And think about coming up and over a beach ball as I go forward so I'm not collapsing through my abdomen. Exhale. It's like we're wringing ourselves out. Exhale, inhale, rotate. Exhale, fold forward. Looking at that back pinky finger as I reach towards my pinky toe. 1 more time to each side, just wringing our bodies out today. Come back to upright, reach your hands forward. So both hands out in front of me. Spine stretch forward like I'm peeling away from the wall and then moving from my back to articulate back up. So my head moves first, then my upper back, and then my lower spine as I go forward. And then as I come back up, it's my lower back, mid back, upper back. Coming up and over that beach ball. So think about hollowing out your abdomen. Big deep exhale. Inhale back up. Big deep exhale. Inhale back up. Let's do 2 more, and then we're gonna layer onto this move. And 1 more. And if you've been with me at all this week, for our roll down as we roll back, you can always have your knees bent, and you can roll down onto the mat, and then nod the chin to the chest, walk your hands back up your thighs. So that'd be your more modified variation, and you can fold yourself forward or even reach the legs out to do the full forward, or keep the legs straight. Roll all the way down, reach the legs away from you, hands come overhead, chin to chest. Remember, find this crunch, press your abdomen down, go as slow as you can. So I'm anchoring down through my legs and my back. So I'm kind of pressing my hips down, pressing my feet down to help me come upright. Folding over that beach ball, stacking back up to tall, moving from my pelvis to roll down. Feels so good down on the mat, doesn't it? It's like a nice little 2-second break. Exhale, fold forward, stack back up, round back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Hands to the ceiling, chin to the chest. Nice and slow and controlled. Remember, grab the back of your thighs if you need to so you're not struggling there. We don't want to create tension in the spine. We want to learn how to move from the core. Beautiful. Let's do 2 more. Folding over that beach ball, coming back to upright, round down. So we're going to do 1 more time going up. And then on the last one, we can stay on the mat. Good. So rounding down 1 more time, as slow, slow, slow as you can. Good. And so once you're down, we're gonna bend your knees. Just gonna make sure you guys can see me still. So I'm gonna bend my knees, have my feet planted firmly on the mat, hands at my side. We're gonna go into an articulating bridge. So I'm gonna move from my pelvis first. I'm gonna tuck my pelvis, and as slow as I can, peel up vertebrae by vertebrae, and then soften up my sternum and peel back down bone by bone with my tailbone connecting last. So peeling up, feeling my thighs being pulled across the room. But I also want to think about my heels pulling into my butt, like I'm pulling the mat in almost, to help activate more through my hamstring and my glute, and articulate back down. Deepen into your breath, so find the big exhale. And then maybe inhale as you find length, and peel back down. And as long as you're breathing, that's really the most important part, so don't get too hung up on when you're supposed to breathe. That comes as you advance your practice. The most important part is just remembering to breathe. Because it's amazing how things get hard, or we start to overthink things, and then all of a sudden we're not really breathing. So deep in your inhale, deep in your exhale. Feel those lungs fill up with your air, and feel all the air come back out. Let's do 2 more articulating bridges. Beautiful. Take your time, mobilizing through your spine. And on the next one, we're going to go ahead and hold up into your personal high bridge, wherever that might be today. So engage your butt cheeks. Take one leg, lift it up, and then bring it down. Other leg up, and back down. So you don't have to come fully all the way up to this tabletop. It could just be a hover off the mat. That's okay. So wherever you are today on your body, but we're going to keep those hips even as we're marching, focusing on that breath. So the butt cheeks are engaged, weights in my shoulders, length in my neck. Let's do 1 more time to each side so we feel amazing. And then on that last one, we'll take the feet down, good, and then hold those hips a little bit higher, and then peel your spine back down. Good. So from here, feel free to just stay with a flat back bridge, lifting your hips up and down. Otherwise, we are going to go into some single leg. So for single leg, you could either hold this leg in tabletop or reach it straight to the ceiling. I'm going to point my toe today. Hips are level, hands pressing on the mat, flat back bridge lifted up and back down. Squeezing that opposite butt cheek to help lift the hips up. Flat back up and down. Flat back lift and lower. Hugging with my inner thigh on this leg as well, so my leg isn't wavering side to side. My opposite leg is stable, like a tree trunk. Deep exhale, deep inhale. Deep exhale, deep inhale. 3 more. And 2. And then we're going to hold it up, lower this leg, kick it back up. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Deep inhale, full exhale. And for 5. And 4. 3. Feeling these ones. And 2. And 1 more. And then lower your butt down. We just got to do that to the other side. Good. So if you guys are ready, opposite leg tabletop or straight to the ceiling. Remember, you can keep just doing that flat back bridge with both feet on the floor. So when you're ready, big deep exhale, lift up and back down. Exhale up and down. Engage that butt cheek. Remember, think about that stability of the leg that's staying on the mat. Lifting up and down. Straight up and down. Good. Let's do 3 more. And 2. And then we'll hold it up, lift and lower this leg. Straight down and back up. Down and back up. But as that leg lowers, I'm keeping those hips evenly lifted. Focusing on the breath for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1 more. And then we'll go ahead and come back down. So both legs up to tabletop, knees over the hips. So for this one, if you can, we do want to maintain a neutral if your body allows. So you have your natural curve at your lumbar spine. But if you start to feel back pain, imprint, press the lower back down, and then keep it there as we hold this. So wherever you are. And hands can come wider. That's going to be more supporting. So we're just going to drop both legs to one side, come back to center, and then other side. So as I do this, my pelvis can move a little bit, but I'm trying to keep my upper body anchored. So my shoulder blades are not lifting. So my opposite shoulder blade stays down. I'm trying to keep this side of my body down. Opposite side that you're dropping to. And so feel free to stay here. Otherwise, hold to one side. Move from your hips. Tap the toes down as low as you can go. Back up, and then other side. Go over, tap the toes down, lift back up. And they don't have to tap the mat. It really just depends on your range of motion, your flexibility here. Don't go so far to where you're having to lift a shoulder blade off the mat. Tap down and back up. Focusing on that breath and keeping that core nice and active. Let's just do 1 more time to each side. Good. And then once you're even, hug those knees in, lengthen those legs back out, and then roll all the way over to your belly. We're nice and cooked on that side, you gotta cook the other side. Good. So pubic bone down, abs hug up, lengthen the legs, arms to goalpost on the mat. Big deep inhale, lift your torso up and back down. Almost like my elbows are being pulled to the ceiling, but also being pulled back towards my ankles. So my elbow lifted to the ceiling, but also back towards my ankles. And let's do 5 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Only lifting as high as you can. Keep the core active. Back of the thighs active so we're not getting back pain. And 3 more. 2. Holding it up. Hold it up. Maybe stay here. Or so you can reach the hands forward, circle back, bend back in. Reach the hands forward, circle out, bend, and in. You can slightly lower your torso, lift it back up, reach forward, circle, lift up higher, bend, lower, reach forward, lift, and 3 more. Good. And 2. Circling. And 1 more, reach those hands overhead, circle back to your hips, hold that lift, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, bring those hands back to the mat, press up to all fours, hands and knees, and let's do a few cat-cows. So round, look toward your inner thighs, extend, open up the chest, lengthen the neck, and round, moving from the pelvis, and then extend, and breathe. 2 more. Hopefully you guys feel a little bit of everything. We got that full body. So on this last one, hold the length in your body. If you can, step 1 foot back at a time to plank. Fold up to kind of a down dog. Bend 1 knee at a time, shoulders away from those ears. Hug the abs up. Stretching into those hamstrings. Start to walk your feet in just a little bit closer. Bend the knees. Let your hands come toward your toes. And then slowly rounding your spine back up. Coming back to upright. Roll those shoulders back. Thank you for joining me for this 30-minute mat Pilates session today. It's been wonderful. I hope you guys feel as invigorated as I do. Remember, check the link in my bio if you did enjoy this class. I'm just doing donation-based drop-in rates. And again, if you guys love this Saturday class, drop a little message that you want Saturdays. Otherwise, you will definitely see me Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9:30 a.m. And also, I will be doing next Saturday at 9:30 a.m. as well. So again, look forward to seeing you guys live. Check me out here. And if you do happen to miss me, link in my bio, you can find my YouTube channel, which has these 30-minute workouts as well. So thanks for sharing your morning with me. It's been wonderful seeing you guys all. Happy, beautiful Saturday. So happy you made it. Thank you. And if you guys are wanting anything, always free for suggestions. Otherwise, thank you, Quincy. I'll always bring you guys my best full body workout that I can every single time. And thank you again. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Thank you.